Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. You know how many you are here? 1,700. All together, I mean. Huh? Well, it's a real honor to be with you. I was a bit surprised to have the honor to be member of this very particular club. Mr. Giuliani, Gerard Jones, surprising for me, but honorable, very, very honored. And another time, I was not surprised, but so admirative of Madame Miriam Rajavi, the way she was very clear. Of course, a determination, I know about her determination, but very clear is exactly the message addressed to the people in Iran. Clearly, with an agenda to replace these people, I mean this theocracy, by a provisional government for 6 months before the election. And I will add something before reading my text, but because you know, to succeed to General Jones and Mr. Giuliani was very difficult. Giuliani is fantastic. Ask him to play in a movie. I will write the scenario. The script is to me. But after this big and important speaker to succeed to this 12 years old Milan, do you want me to sing? We'll do it together. It's part of the club. Okay, let's be serious, please. So, I'm not the official representative of anybody, including my own country. I don't represent the French government or the French president. I do represent myself, the limit, and as an activist since 40 years or 45 years in Middle East, close to your people. Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? Thank you. And now I want to tell you some additional point. I know people, and you know them, certainly, part of them, who are not mujahideen. They are not coming year after year, like my friends here in Paris and in New York and etc., in Geneva these days also, to be with you in a very warm atmosphere with the support of your conviction and determination. But they are Republican. They want to change. They want to get rid of the theocracy and all the people of this regime. And I believe that they don't know. They want to support it, but they don't know the way to support. They want to be part of the movement and, of course, the victory. But where? Do they have to be registered? Or at the level of the Mujahideen? Do they have to go somewhere? When Madame Rajavi and her friend was talking, yesterday we were talking about the platform, a democratic platform. Where is the democratic platform? Is there a telephone number? Is there something? I know a lot myself, but you know thousands and thousands of Iranian people who want to be in the movement to change the regime. And you have to express a sort of welcome to them. That's my additional point. And now I want to tell you about the so-called European opinion. Because there has always been difference of opinion between Europe and United States of America, and even among the Europeans themselves. And inside the country, every country one after the other. Such difference is normal. This is democracy. This is our democracy. However, in dealing with Iran, there are certain fundamental principles that should unite us. Don't believe that the Europeans are supporting or helping the government of Iran. This is not true. They are not helping the regime. Even if we have some reason not to be in complete unity with your actual president, Mr. Trump. Sorry to say, this is real. We have differences. But that is not to say that on this particular and very important subject, the future of Iran, we have reason not to be together. On the contrary. First, we are dealing with a brutal regime, a theocracy, a religious dictatorship which suppresses its own people. Indeed, the prime victims of this regime are the Iranian people themselves. We, in democratic regime country, we cannot ignore such atrocities as a matter of human right and pure national security interest. We are on the same side. Democracies are much more reliable for peace and security in the world. This is clear in between the representative of your country and the representative of the European Union, even if in the European Union, the 20, 26, 27, 28, I don't know the number. It depends on some very important secession and political problems. But we are, in that fight for human rights, completely in agreement. That is not to say that we, on the sanctions, the new coming sanction, we will be in complete and unique agreement. That is not that possible for the time being, but it depends if we are ready enough to wait for a common attitude, for a sort of real understanding on the goal, on the way, on the strategy, and it will come. I'm completely sure that it will come. Because this government has no ally. Even if now we have to talk, we cannot accept if we have a Russian president, we have a Turkish president, we have an Iranian president. And they used to talk to each other and to constitute a sort of, no unity, but a political strength. We cannot ignore that. Second, this regime behavior in the region is unacceptable for you American people, for us European people. There is hardly any problem in the region that Iranian regime is not playing a very malign role. In Syria, they join Assad in the mass killings of hundreds of thousands of Syrian people. In Lebanon, they created Hezbollah, which has divided the country. They were sending and are still sending thousands and thousands of missiles to Hezbollah. In Lebanon, surprisingly, this is the only place, usually in the country, where there is a sort of peace. They cannot tolerate, so they try to create another secession or battle, massacre, in fact, in Lebanon. In violation of the UN Security Council resolution, they are arming the Houthis in Yemen. They are playing a destructive role in Iraq itself. They are also in violation of Security Council. We don't know what's going on, but the Security Council will certainly decide something in the coming days. We'll see. Third, this regime is engaged in terrorism in Europe. Last June, the Belgian authorities, in cooperation with the French police and the German judiciary, discovered and foiled a terrorist plot against the peaceful rally of the National Council of Resistance in Paris. You were there, my friends. And I was there too. An Iranian diplomat had personally provided the bomb to their agent to carry the terrorist attack. Last March, a similar plot was foiled in Albania against a gathering of the Mujahideen too. General Joles told that before me. Only a few weeks ago, they fired missile in the Kurdish region of Iran, targeting the Democratic Party of Iranian Kurdistan. Fourth, the people of Iran has expressed their desire that they want a republic based on separation of religion and state. They do not want this regime in its entirety. They say the game of the so-called moderate versus hardliner is over. They want no more theocratic regime. And five, I've only 6 points. Iran is as an alternative, a democratic alternative, which is struggling for a secular Iran. Secular Iran. No more sort of even cohabitation or sort of alchemy between religion and politics and the people. If they want religion, they have the right in all the countries of the world. But this is the only country where a theocratic regime, where there is no possibility not to go through a sort of cleric attitude, cleric decision, cleric thought. This is unacceptable for normal people. And in a way, in fact, this theocracy hurt and create damages for the idea itself of the power of God. How can they support all the... I mean, if there is a God, if I may say so, is it possible to accept that the representative of this fantastic power or face accept the way it expresses the volunty of the God? Is it possible? We have no... If you are not protesting too much, huh? Okay. Something is as important as the separation between the mosque and the government. This is the gender balance. And you are, through Madame Rajavi, the fantastic agent of the necessity of having a gender balance. Thank you for being so... I know a bit about Middle East, and you are the only one able to put some delicious, beautiful, and clever ladies in the, let's say, the first 20 ranks. I don't see after. The women are the future of Iran. The women are Avni, future is to you. Thank you. Just few words on this point 6. Finally, Europe, for its own principle and for its own security, must adopt a firm stand towards the regime. Changing this regime is the task of Iranian people. Yes, I know. And all what they are doing now in the uprising, all the images we have seen representing the strength of this very big wave of protest, yes, it's up to them to change the regime, but we can help them. And of course, this gathering of so much people is helping. But to establish democracy, this is exactly what I told you at the beginning. We should invent a sort of easy access to this platform. People, they want to change the regime. I don't know if they want to change the regime as activists, as members of a party. A lot of them will not accept that. So please, let's together, especially across European Union, organize an access to you, to your South, to your decision, to the program you are offering to the people. The Iranian Democrats, the Italian, I don't know, honestly. That's part of our European problem. But the Iranian, they count on you. Not only because of what we did already since years and years, with a sort of obstination, a fantastic obstination. We are making progress, you are making progress every day. Compare what was the acceptance of the Iranian regime some 10 years ago. But we should be very open to them. Even those people who were not completely sure that you were right 10 years ago. This mass of people, they count on you, and if you are clever enough to open your heart, to forget about some decision, some thoughts, if you are liberal in the good sense of the word, that is to say, the heart open and the arms open, the success will come sooner than even us and you, we believe. Thank you very much.